I am Professor N.S.Syama Prasad. We shall discuss today two topics. One, joint session of Parliament. The other, question hour. These two are very important from the examination point of view. First of all, we shall discuss joint session of Parliament. We know every year, first meeting of the session, first session of the Parliament will be addressed by the President. That will be a joint session. First session of the year will be normally budget session, and that will be addressed by the President of India. We are discussing joint session to pass ordinary bills. Article 108 of the Constitution provides for joint session. The idea of joint session is taken from Australia. Why this joint session? We have a bicameral system. We have Lok Sabha as the popular chamber, and we have Rajya Sabha as the chamber representing the states of India. Suppose a bill is passed by the Lok Sabha and sent to Rajya Sabha. The bill is defeated. So what can be done? The bill cannot be passed. Bill cannot be signed by the President. There is a constitutional deadlock. It is another term is there is a constitutional impasse. How can we solve the deadlock? That is why we are using Article 108. A joint sitting of the two houses can be convened. So, to settle dispute between the two houses on an ordinary bill, the President can convene a joint session. Remember, we have three kinds of bills introduced in the Parliament. One is money bill, mainly the budget. Second is Constitution Amendment bill, and third is ordinary bill. A bill that is neither money bill nor Constitution Amendment bill is called ordinary bill. And only in the case of ordinary bill, we can resort to joint session. Money bill cannot be passed by joint session. Constitution Amendment bill cannot be passed by joint session. But in the case of ordinary bill, the provision is that a joint session can be convened. When can we convene joint session? There are three grounds for convening joint session. First, a bill is passed by one house and sent to the other. The other house defeats the bill. That the house does not pass the bill. Then a joint session can be convened. That is one ground. Second is, a bill is passed by one house and sent to the other house. Even after 6 months, the other house does not consider the bill. A joint session can be convened. And third ground is that the two houses differ on amendments proposed. For example, Lok Sabha passed the bill and that is sent to Rajya Sabha, but Rajya Sabha suggests certain amendments to the bill. That is not accepted by the Lok Sabha. Then naturally a joint session can be convened. So on these three grounds, President has the power to convene joint session. Joint session means the two houses will sit together and the bill is again put to vote. Naturally, when a joint session is convened and when the bill is again put to vote, the bill of the Lok Sabha will prevail over that of the Rajya Sabha because Lok Sabha has more than double the strength of Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha has 543 members and as far as 245 members are present. So naturally, the objection of the Rajya Sabha can be very easily overruled by the Lok Sabha. Now, another important thing you must remember, President convenes a joint session and it is chaired by the Speaker of Lok Sabha. Joint session is chaired by the Speaker. If the Speaker is absent, the Deputy Speaker will preside over the meeting. And if the Deputy Speaker is also unable to preside over the meeting, Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha will preside over. And there is no Deputy Chairman of Rajya Sabha also. One member selected by all members of Parliament will preside over the meeting. You must remember, first chance goes to Speaker, second chance goes to Deputy Speaker, third chance goes to Deputy Chairman, and fourth chance goes to a member selected by all members. Vice President has no power to preside over the joint session of Parliament. So this must be, you must remember, sometimes question can be asked about this. Now, we have passed 3 bills using joint session. Only 3 bills have been passed by joint session so far. That means about 75 years our constitution is completing. We have convened only 3 joint sessions. First was in 61. In 1961, we convened a joint session to pass Dowry Prohibition Bill. Dowry Prohibition Bill 1960. There was certain difference of opinion between Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. President convened joint session and by this the bill was passed. Second was in 78, Banking Service Commission Repeal Bill. That was passed by Lok Sabha but defeated in the Rajya Sabha. Then joint session was convened and bill was passed. Third was in 2002, Prevention of Terrorism Bill. That was passed by Lok Sabha, objected by Rajya Sabha. Then also a joint session was convened and by this the bill was passed. That means while joint session normally the lower house is having more strength than the upper house. Therefore, the will of the lower house will normally prevail over that of the Rajya Sabha. Another important point you must remember, the core of Lok Sabha. Core of Lok Sabha is 10% or 55. The core of Rajya Sabha is 10% or 25. If the joint session is there, the quorum is 10% of the total membership. And joint session can pass the ordinary bill by simple majority. These are the points you must remember about joint session. Mainly taken from Australia, and only in the case of ordinary bill you can use joint session. It is convened by the President, chaired by the Speaker, then Deputy Speaker, in the absence of both of them, Deputy Chairman, and in the absence of both of them, members elected by all members. Only 3 bills have been so far passed by joint session. Only 3 grounds. One, the bill is passed by one house, the other house does not pass the bill. Second, 2 was executive on amendments. And third is, even after 6 months, the other house does not consider the bill. So these are the points you must remember about joint session of Parliament. As I mentioned earlier, next topic is question hour. Question hour in Parliament. Question hour means members can ask questions and the ministers have to give clear and correct answer to these questions. Question hour is also known as interpellation. Question hour is a method to control the executive, because using question hour we can ask the government any information, and after eliciting information we can go speak against the government, because many drawbacks of the government, many defects in the administration can be brought to light by asking questions and eliciting information. Normally, first 1 hour is allotted towards question hour in every legislative body. Kerala Legislative Assembly, first 1 hour is question hour. Lok Sabha, first 1 hour is question hour. But in Rajya Sabha, they have made a small change. In Rajya Sabha, question hour begins only at 12 o'clock. In the Lok Sabha, question hour begins at 11 o'clock. You can see Indian Parliament meets at 11 o'clock only. So in the Lok Sabha, question hour is at 11 o'clock, and in the Rajya Sabha it is at 12 o'clock. Kerala Assembly meets at 9 o'clock and 9 to 10 question hour. Normally every day, first 1 hour is allotted towards question hour. Members can ask questions and ministers must give clear and correct answer to the question. This question must be given sufficiently in advance. If the question is given after 14 or 15 days only, the minister will be giving information, because minister has to collect all information. And true and correct information will be given, therefore it may take some time for the minister to give an answer to the question. When the minister gives answer to the question, a supplementary question can be asked. This question can be asked by the same member or another person. If the supplementary question is asked, the minister should give an answer then and there. And the questions are of 2 types. One is starred question and the other is unstarred question. Starred question means it requires an oral answer, and unstarred question means it requires only a written answer. So a starred question means the member will ask a question in the house and the minister will give orally the answer. Unstarred question means the question answer will be placed on the table of the house. That may not be very important. That may be affecting local areas. Therefore, such question will be unstarred questions, and the answer will be placed on the table of the house. Normally, the person who asks the question decides he wants an oral answer or written answer. But Speaker has also discretion power. He can decide whether the answer should be given orally or it can be written. Then another important point is, this question can be asked to the ministers, not only to ministers, the question can be asked to some MPs. Because some days some MPs will be holding some charge. He may be the chairman of a particular committee. If he is holding such post, question can be asked to the member, and the member will give answer to the question. Therefore, question hour is a very important method to control the executive. Many drawbacks in government can be brought to light by asking questions and eliciting information. But nowadays, we must say that the question number has lost much of its importance. Why question number lost its importance? Because from 2005 onwards, we have passed a law called Right to Information Act. After the passing of Right to Information Act, any citizen of India can also ask this information from the government, and government must provide information within 30 days. Therefore, question number has lost its importance. But anyway, every day, first 1 hour is normally allotted towards question number. In the ISM only, question number is after 1 hour, that is only from 12 to 1, you can see that question number in the Rajya Sabha. Then, another important point about question number, you must note that the question must be given sufficiently in advance. Generally, the members will be able to answer these questions. Hope it is clear.